Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
I'm great. Hi, Jackie. I'm so honored and humbled to be talking to you today.
Well, I'm
So,
delighted to be talking to you.
yeah, thank you. So, I'm really looking forward to hearing everything about your new book, Goddess of Vengeance,
Okay.
that just came out. But let's start at the beginning. So, when did you start to write?
I started to write when I was a little kid. I loved making up limericks, absolutely filthy limericks, and then selling them to my friends in school for a few pence. That was really fun.
That's great. So, who was your inspiration back then?
Well, I kind of read a lot of Enid Blyton, who was a famous children's author in England. And then as I grew older, I moved on to Harold Robbins and Mickey Spillane. And, I loved these books. They were so exciting and adventurous. But I realized that all the women in there were just in the kitchen or the bedroom. So I thought, I have to write some strong women. When I start to write, I'm going to, write some kick-ass women.
That's awesome, and I'm sure that that having all that crazy sexual content in those things had nothing to do with some of that inspiration, then, right?
Oh, right. Yes. Well, of course, I had to try everything, didn't I?
Yeah, of course. So speaking of kick-ass women,
Yeah.
your signature character, Lucky Santangelo, has really become a real-life superstar in her own right with your millions of fans. And why do you think she's so popular? What do you attribute that to? And
I think,
how does she really represent the ultimate modern woman there?
she is like a James Bond for women. She does all the things that women would like to do and can't quite get away with, and she says all the things they would like to say and they can't quite get away with it, but Lucky does it for them. And during the course of the second book, Lucky, her mother is murdered, her brother is murdered, and her fiancé is shot down in the parking lot of a Las Vegas hotel. And Lucky, makes it her business to find out how this happened, who ordered the hits, and she does. And she maneuvers it in such a way that she is able to take revenge for that. And, she actually kills her own godfather and makes it look like self-defense.
Yeah, I
And
think you're right. I mean, we've all been raised to have a filter, but it would be nice sometimes just to live a day, I guess, in Lucky's shoes there for a while. But
you're so right. She
um,
has no filter.
yeah, it's excellent. So, Goddess of Vengeance, which
Yes.
comes out today, right, revolves around Lucky Santangelo and her new casino and luxury apartment in Vegas. And why do you think Vegas? I mean, it's such a hot, trendy thing, and really the seen and be seen mecca for Hollywood's its crowd. What do you attribute that to?
I am always fascinated by Vegas. Ever since I had a book called Rockstar, and I went to Vegas for the party, and they gave me the key to the city, and they had this huge party for me in the old Elvis Presley mansion. Then I've always had a thing about Vegas. And Lucky, her father, way back when I wrote Chances, Gino Santangelo built one of the first hotels. I'm making them sound like real people, but to me they are. He built one of the first hotels in Las Vegas. He was there with, Meyer Lansky and Bugsy Siegel and all the gangsters of that time. And then when Lucky wanted to take over the family business, she actually, moved in when he was on a tax exile. This is all in Chances. And she took over building a hotel then. So she has a big history in Vegas. And now she's built this incredible complex called the Keys, which is the most beautiful hotel and apartment complex in Vegas.
Yeah, and I mean, I think she definitely it's very apropos that she's in Vegas there because she's
Yeah.
sexy and just Vegas is just oozes sexiness. But so tell us about what's next. What's the continuing saga of Lucky?
Well,
And,
I am writing.
Where will you take us?
Yeah, I'm writing a new book now called The Power Trip, and it's not about Lucky. It's about a group of people on a yacht in the Mediterranean. It's very interesting characters, and I'm loving it. But I'm also writing the Lucky Santangelo cookbook, where she makes meatballs, and it's illustrated with illustrations of Lucky. And every recipe, I have a little scene where I write about the family and what they're doing, Lenny and Max and Bobby and of course Lucky. And that's fun. And I've also written a play called Hollywood Lies, which I hope will be on the stage next year.
Wow, that's amazing, and I'm sure all your fans, including myself, are really looking forward to it. And it's so diverse. I mean, you really are master of many trades there. It's terrific. So, just last question because I know we have to wrap up quickly. So, what's more fun, living in Hollywood or writing about it?
Both. I love living there. I went there when I was a teenager, and I've loved it ever since. And I love writing about it. And I love hearing from all my fans on Twitter, where I'm Jackie J. Collins, and they give me all their comments about what they think about my books, what they think about Lucky, and hopefully what they think about Goddess of Vengeance.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Nice
From
talking
the
to you
Three
today.
Tomatoes. All our fans are going to love it, and I really appreciate the time
Great.
and opportunity to talk to you.
It was
And
my
good luck.
pleasure. Thank you.
All right, take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.